Hey there, this is Doug from Doug and Nikki here in the outdoor testing studio. In my hands, I have a brand new, super cool D70 drone from DERC. I know you don't want to just sit here and listen to me, so let me show you what it looks like when it's flying. I'll tell you about some of its features, then we'll come back at the end, do a review, Doug score 1 to 5, let you know what I thought of it, as well as the unboxing. But let's fly it while I tell you about it. Okay, so this is the D70 drone. It is 720 HD. It is FPV capable, and it actually comes with 2 batteries, which is really nice. Obviously, it folds up, it's portable, which is, again, a nice thing. It has all those features you want. It has the 1-key start, the headless mode, the altitude control, 360 flips. I love those flips. The battery should give you a full 10 minutes of fly time. Obviously, I find anytime you're doing those 360 flips, it reduces the fly time, but they are so much fun, it's worth that little bit of a penalty. It has the high-speed rotation, has a circle fly feature, which if you want to do some vlogging, that kind of stuff, is a really fun feature to use. Has the throw and go, like, you know, you can just like throw it up in the air and it takes off and goes from there. There again, another fun feature to play with. As always, these things come with a bunch of spare parts and stuff. I've never actually really needed them, but it's nice that they're included. Let's go back and talk about the review. All right, here we are. I've been flying, if you see me flying this D70 drone from DERC, this is their newest beginner drone, and it is really, really very interesting. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a list of 3 things I really like about it, 3 things that I would change, and then I'll give you my Doug score from 1 to 5, let you know what I thought of it. So let's talk about 3 things I really like about it. The stunts are awesome. Like, there are lots of drones which do flips and rolls and that kind of stuff, but normally they're like big looping things, really nice and tight, easy to control. Didn't even kill the battery that much. I was able to do a lot of them and still enjoy it. It is so lightweight, super lightweight, really a very nice package if you were going on vacation or you were taking the kids on vacation and you wanted them to have something to play with and enjoy. This is not gonna take up a lot of space and it's not gonna weigh a lot. I think that's a big advantage. And I have to give it high props for the app itself was really good. The connection speed was really good actually, and it was very intuitive when you went to change batteries. It like automatically reconnected. All you had to do was like go back to the home screen, go back into the drone. Worked perfectly every time, which isn't always the case with beginner drones, so I'm gonna say that is awesome. In terms of the 3 things that I would change about it, are more things like, let's call them personal things, what I like in a drone, not a malfunctioning or something that needs to be improved in the drone. I think it would improve the features of the drone. But so let's say, so number 1, I really like when there's a separate thumb pad to trim the drone. It just makes it so much easier when they're beginner drones where you have to combine hitting 1 button and a controller. I just find a separate pad where you can control the trim function is just easier. This drone does not have a slot for a micro SD card, which again, the app worked perfectly every time, but I really like when I have that independent recording on board on the drone. So if I lose connection and something's gonna go wrong, I'm gonna get some cool video out of that. I like that. And lastly, the one thing which I did struggle with a little bit was the altitude control. It was overall was really good, but definitely required a little fine tuning. As I used it, it would get a little wonky and then I'd stop and maybe recalibrate the drone, those kind of things. Overall, it didn't impact the use of it. It's just I'm sharing with you what I saw as I used it. So, what is my overall Doug score? I have to give this a solid 4 out of 5 as being a really, really good starter drone. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've ended up in a couple trees, I've hit the ground a couple times, and it has been super durable. Not that you should be crashing your drone, but if I'm gonna make a cool looking video for you every once in a while, I gotta take some chances. So in any case, that's my overall impression. If you're looking for a beginner drone, this is a really nice one. Okay, this is a little weird. You've seen it fly, you heard about its features, you saw my review. Now we're going back into the past, and I'm actually now opening it for the first time, gonna get to see this cool new drone. So let's open it up, see what it comes with so you know what to expect. Let's see what we got. Obviously it comes with a cool little box. Instruction manual, a key thing I always recommend you read those manuals because they always change things a little subtly. That will definitely make your fly time a lot more enjoyable. So here are the spare parts. The screwdriver, the blades, the charger. This attaches to the remote for your FPV function. As discussed in the description, 2 composite batteries, which is really nice. This is another thing which I'm seeing more often. The remotes, when they come with this like little cheat sheet on there, which is really nice, especially if you're a beginner. Even myself, it's nice to just be able to look and see what, you know, this does the high-speed rotation, the one-touch flight, headless mode, all those things that, oh, there's my favorite, the 360 flip. Oh, just press that. Really nice. It's actually kind of, for me, a little bit of a small remote, but maybe I talked about in that review. It's definitely a little on the smaller side for my hands, but this is generally more of a beginner drone. Let's take a look at the drone itself. Oh, this thing is so cool looking. This thing is really cool looking. Check it out. That thing is neat. I really like the size, right? So it's like about the size of the palm of your hand, the actual unit itself. So it's kind of like got enough heft and size that you should be able to visually see it and use it in the air pretty well. Obviously, you have that FPV functionality. You can adjust the angle of the camera. All good. I guess you've seen it fly. I guess you're still here because you were interested in it. I want to say thank you for joining me. I hope that was helpful. We'll see you next time.